Hello and welcome back to another video. Today, this time I was messing around in Darkmoon Fair, and I just kind of wanted to show some of the things I did yesterday when I was on stream. I actually got an achievement that ended up in a cool pet. Um, I thought it was a toy, not gonna lie, half the time, but nope, it was a pet. So I got the Big Rocketeer Gold. I did attempt to get the Tonks toy, but I wasn't able to. So I'm just gonna show my two best runs where it was a 42 and a 43 territory. For that one. But yeah, with this one, I actually had to look up a video just to be like, wait, am I actually taking the right path or am I just going insane? And it turns out I was taking the right path, I just wasn't fast enough. So I'm just showing you um, when I actually got the achievement. Like, this was the run that I got it from. Um, and honestly, I was so happy when I actually succeeded in it. Um, but yeah, like I was like this took probably a few hours at most of just trial and error of just being like, okay, did I finally get it? Did I finally get it? Did I finally get it? And then when I finally got it, I was just so surprised by it. So yeah, um, there's just kind of this moment where I'm just kind of like, this really is the fastest time I've ever gotten. Because every time I hit this goalpost right here, it was like 18 tolls or whatever whenever I finally hit it. And the fact when I got there in 11, that just like, it, I was honestly in shock by how fast this was going. Um, so it wasn't the route that was the problem. It was just I kept missing, which kept taking up so much time. And this one I just finally didn't miss. So that's why it took so much faster. And it was, it really is just a try your best not to be quick. This one I'm not so surprised by how many players were on the server like I was with the Lord of the Rings challenge, due to the fact that I was on Moonguard. And yes, I did get this name on a roleplay server, which also is very shocking. Like, this character isn't even a week old that I'm on right now, and yet I got the name LNI, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna chill with that. I was very surprised by it. But yeah, here's where this is what the toy looks like once I decide to actually pull it up, apparently. I don't know why it's taking forever to pull it up, but it did. Um, But anyway, yeah, this is what it looks like if you manage to do it. It's a really cool pet. Like, I'm surprised by how cool it looks, not gonna lie. And then this is the tongs. So for this achievement, it really is just a dumb luck scenario. Because as soon as you shoot a target, um, one will spawn. So the issue is that sometimes the targets will spawn out of bounds, which makes it even more annoying due to Blizzard not having a spawn um, barrier for these. Um, because if they added a spawn barrier, then it could actually 100% make sure all of them spawn within the little area over some being outside or out of bounds where you just can't see them. Like you can see right here, there's one that's out of bounds, and there would be no way you could actually get that target. And that's the problem. Um, like a lot of the targets there, like they're just out of bounds. So it makes it really frustrating when you're trying to do an achievement and just seeing the one out of bounds right there, just nothing. Yeah, this one I got 40 on, like 41, 40-ish. Um, like I was really close. Even though I died there at the end, like I only had like a second left to be fair. Um, and then with this one, I believe was my 43rd run because it was back to back when I got the two highest runs, and then the rest of the night it was just like hitting 40s, very high 30s territory. So I wasn't really able to get this achievement on stream, but that's fine. I did my best. Like, And sometimes, like, it's just nice to show, like, hey, not everyone's perfect. Not everyone's gonna get it first try kind of moment. Like, it's just kind of a thing. And sometimes I just feel like that's important to show that, yeah, like, I may not have it every single time, but these were my best runs of the night that I'm showing, even though I kept missing half the time. Um, but that's fine. But yeah, like, if they added a barrier to make sure that they can't spawn outside of that zone, it would be like amazing. Would do so many wonders on this. Oh, I guess I did 3 times. Oops. I keep forgetting how many times I did this. Um, but either way, like it was seriously just like back to back when I got pretty high numbers. Whereas this one, I think I got like 38 on this one, maybe 40. I don't remember. Because apparently the stream just liked to cut off where the actual numbers are, so it makes it really, really difficult to actually tell you how much I got. But I know it was, again, like the whole night I was just hitting like 38 or to like 43 the entire time. Like I was very close to the achievement, and it's so frustrating when you get like super, super close and then it just doesn't happen. Oh, never mind. This one was like probably my lowest run, so this was probably like 38, if not 20 something. Okay. Um, but anyway, like it was really annoying just doing this for a while. I eventually just gave up and okay, I can't do this anymore. Um, yeah. So then I went over to kind of see what toys I was missing from Darkmoon Fair, and as you can see, I was just missing one that you could buy. I also just wanted to kind of see what appearances I was missing. Not necessarily I was gonna buy them right there, but I was gonna buy the toy that I was missing. But yeah, I remember when that cape was a possibility drop from little prize boxes. Um, I almost got the pet, but I didn't. I decided against it. Apparently, I had that appearance already. I have never seen it though, so I think I didn't, but I could be so wrong about it. It's just kind of funny. But yeah, like I was just kind of going around seeing what I was missing. Um, then of course I checked out these little things, even though I had majority of the appearances for something. But I also remember whenever you would click on the priest character, this would be like the armor they would be wearing. Same went for like mage. Um, and it was just any like before the current armor set that you see like that they updated and I think it was Shadowlands that they redid the armor. But yeah, for like the longest time it was like this. Like this is what you saw when you selected like mage or priest or anything like that. It would be these sets right here, which is just really cool. I didn't know if people knew that or not, but it was still just like it was something cool to look at. And then of course this is what the toy looks like. And yes, it is loud. I hated it. But I just wanted the collection because I like collecting things. And I remember, here's the thing with these wolves. I remember when you had to have like a group of 5 people, if not three, if you were like really geared, in order to summon Moonfang. And you would be going around this island. You had to make sure you had a healer on you though, unless you were like a blood DK, or a shadow priest or anything with any kind of like self-heal ability at the time. Then you could do like a group of 3. Otherwise, you kind of had to have a healer on you. Um, but yeah, like this was a bloody nightmare, and the fact that you can now just solo them still blows my mind. Um, but like I still know like the rotation. I was just kind of I just kept forgetting that I had to move out of the way because I kept hitting the wrong button first instead of Vampiric Touch as the first ability you use to move out of the way. And then you hit Shadow Word Pain as you're moving. That way they just go down pretty easy. And another weird thing about these wolves is like they used to be like level like 85 plus anytime you were in Darkmoon Fair. And this was like all the way back in Mop, if not Warlords. Um, like I know this area was around since Kata, but like I still remember how difficult these wolves were and just how much of a pain it was to kill them. And now it just is like super easy. Um, the elite versions do take a little bit more work. I do have to use a bit more healing, but I don't need like 5 people to kill one anymore. Like I can just solo it. And it's just like it's the weirdest thing in the world. But yeah, like I was just kind of killing them, trying to spawn Moonfang. I couldn't find much more after the group I found, so they were clearly just like hiding in spots that I just wasn't in or really looking around in. So there was that. But for the most part, I got a pretty good chunk of them before going to do something else for the night. Um, but yeah. Also, I will say, I really love the look of Blanchy's summon as a shadow priest because it just looks so pretty with like the blue and the red kind of mixing together. And it's just like, oh my god, it's so pretty. And here's actually where I found an interesting thing for the day was I didn't know what this was. It looked like a rare thing. So when I did some research to see like what this is and like anything, it looked more like a Legend of Zelda reference when I was reading the Wowhead, because you had to bring um, Dark Iron Ale mugs to Majora, this orc. Um, but due to the frog's name being Jub Jub, it sounds a lot like Jabu Jabu, like the third boss in Ocarina of Time. And of course, Majora is probably a reference to Majora's Mask. I feel like this is just like a Legend of Zelda reference, although I couldn't actually confirm that from Wowhead. Um, but yeah, like it was an interesting little thing that I kind of found. Um, and that's kind of like what I did for the entirety of that stream was just kind of trying to get achievements, trying to get some new toys and pets, seeing what I was missing from my things. And I think from there, it was just kind of like, that was kind of all I did. So I'm just gonna end it here. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Um, and I will see you next time. All right, bye.